Hello young little minds, welcome to All4 learning program. This is physics session number 58. Now in this session, we will now derive the formula, we will take up the applications of the electric potential due to a charged non-conducting solid sphere. Right? So in the previous session we have found the potential due to the charged sphere at the outside point and surface point. Now we will find out the potential at a point inside point. And we will take up the various illustrations regarding this. Okay, right? So, first let us consider a non-conducting charged sphere of radius r. This is a solid sphere, non-conducting, insulating, and or dielectric. All the three mean the same, right? It is being charged. This is charged uniformly. I am charging uniformly throughout its volume. The charge is given to it throughout the volume such that we define the volume charge density. You know, it is charged uniformly. First point. Well, another point. It is a non-conducting sphere. In a non-conducting sphere, when I give a charge at any point, the charge remains there itself. Had it been a conducting sphere, the charges move to the outermost boundary. But in a non-conducting sphere, charge remains wherever it is produced. So the surface, the volume charge density. So the charge is being distributed throughout the volume of the sphere. So I define the volume charge density rho. The volume charge density rho of this charge. So this rho is charge per unit volume. So cross multiplying Q is equal to rho. We know the volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube, equation part. Right now, so I am asked to find out the potential. We are asked to find what is the potential at any inside point P. Now let me consider a point P inside at a distance small r. So case 3, I am taking the third case. Third case, the electric potential at inside point. For r less than r, we have to find out the potential, right? So the electric potential at any inside point of the charged sphere there. We know potential is defined as, right? Actually, electric potential is the state of a body which determines the direction of flow. It is the electrical state which tells you whether you are in a state of giving charge or taking charge. Suppose if you are at high potential, in the sense you are in a state of giving charge to anything, charge flows out of you. If you are at low potential, then you are in thirst of the charge. So you need charge. So the charge flows towards you. So the state which determines the direction of flow, that is electric potential. Well, definition, potential is work done per unit charge. V is W by Q. Well, for a small potential difference between 2 points, the small work done dW by Q naught. So this is Q naught, its unit positive test charge it is. So the small potential difference dV is dW by Q naught. Or dV is equal to, in first year you have learned work done is F dot ds. So work done, I shall write it as F dot dr by Q naught. Well, it is the work done against the force. So you are going against the force, it is minus. So therefore dV is equal to minus F by Q naught dot dr. Well, last chapter we have studied the definition for the electric field intensity. The electric field intensity is force experienced per unit charge. The electric field due to any charge, it is the force experienced per unit charge. So F by Q naught I can replace it as E, the electric field. So dV is equal to minus E dot dr. Right? So this is the basic point we are going to make use, using which we are going to find the potential due to this charge at the inside point. So by definition, I have drawn all these things from the definition, from fundamentals. So the potential difference is work done. By definition, potential difference is work done per unit charge. W by Q. Well, according to work done, first year formula, F dot dr. Well, force, according to the definition of electric field intensity, it is F by Q. So F by Q naught, it is E. So dV is minus E dot dr. So making use of this formula, let us derive the formula for the electric potential at any inside point. So by definition we know the electric potential difference V. Please remember, potential difference V is equal to minus E dot dr. That is a fundamental point. Now, coming to the electric field due to this one, you know, we in the previous chapter, in the chapter charges and fields, we have derived a formula for the electric field due to a non-conducting charged sphere, solid sphere. We have found the electric field at any inside point. Electric field at any inside point due to this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon charge q small r by r cube it is. We have derived in the earlier chapter the electric field due to a charged sphere at any inside point. It is q into small r by r cube. Q is the charge, r is the distance of the point, capital R is the radius of the cube there, right? Now, from the definition of electric potential dV, we know dV is equal to minus E dot dr. Yes, for a small displacement here, well, the electric lines of force are outward and the displacement in the same direction, the angle between them is 0. So dV is equal to minus E dr. Now, so therefore, electric potential difference dV is minus E dr. Now integrating between the terms. Now suppose if I have to find out the potential at this point, let me take the surface point and this point. I am finding out the potential difference between the surface point and this point. At the surface point and the point P inside the sphere. Right? So therefore, surface point, the distance of the surface point is capital R. So from capital R to small r is. The limits, you should be very careful while taking the limits of the function there. Now I am comparing the potential difference between the surface and the point P. So initially surface, I am moving the charge from surface to here, the potential difference. Well, according to the definition of potential difference is the potential difference between 2 points is the work done per unit charge in moving the charge from initial point to final point. So the potential difference between these two, it is potential at the initial point, potential at final point. So initially surface point, the distance of the point is smaller. So in the lower limit I am taking the surface point, the distance of the point is the radius of the sphere capital. The final limit is the potential at point P. Potential at point P is V. So this is potential at the surface Vs. Here potential at point P is V. So point P is at a distance 1. So initial point surface, potential at surface. Final point P, it is potential. While integrating, integration of dV is V. So it is Vs V. It's minus integral of capital R to small r. Electric field at that point into dr. Upper limit minus lower limit. V minus Vs is equal to minus integral of capital R to small r. The electric field at any inside point. The electric field at any inside point is, this is E. So substituting equation 2 in equation 3. Put 2 in 3. So therefore 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by R cube into small r dr. Right? So therefore, now this is all constant. So taking the constant out of the integration, then it is capital Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. It is integral of small r dr to the power 1 from the limit capital R to small. It's a simple integration. We know integral of x power n dx is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Integral x power n dx is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So it is r power 1. So v minus vs is equal to minus q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. This is r power 1 plus 1 2 by 2 from the lower limit capital R to small. So substituting the limits. So therefore potential V minus, you know, Vs, potential on the surface. We have found the potential on the surface point is 4 pi dot capital Q by R is equal to minus capital Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R cube. It is upper limit minus lower limit. So it is upper limit is small r square by 2 minus the lower limit is capital R square by 2. Upper limit is small r, lower limit is capital R. Now taking this minus inside, so V is equal to, well, this minus term also if I take it that side, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. When minus goes that side, it is plus. Well, I am multiplying minus inside there, so minus goes inside, so it's plus q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube minus into plus, this becomes minus, so it's minus r square by 2. Minus or minus, this is r square by 2. So please be careful here. I am now taking this minus term to the other side. When minus term goes to the other side, it becomes plus. So the v remains on the left hand side. Is this minus has gone there. So 1 by 4 epsilon q by r. This is over. Now here I am multiplying minus inside. Minus into this plus. Minus r square by 2. Minus or minus, this plus. Then this term constant. Simplified. V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus multiplying this q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube into r square by 2 minus q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube into r square by 2 it is. So therefore r square r cube r cancel, you get here. So therefore V is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by r plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by 2r minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q r square by 2r cube it is. So taking LCM for these both, V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by r, taking common for these both, it's 1 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by 2 r cube into r square. Then 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. This is 3 by 2. Now from these two, let me take 1 by 4 q by r common out. So therefore I will get the final formula as. So the potential V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by r common, so 3 by 2 bracket 3 by 2 minus, now in this term 1 by 4 will become capital Q by 1 r is taken inside, so it is r square by 2 capital R, 2 r square it is. So the final potential at any point inside the sphere, it is 1 by 4 epsilon q by r bracket this one multiplied to this, right? So therefore we get it as, let me write it again here. So the potential at any inside point, potential inside is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Final formula bracket 3 by 2 minus, this is 3 by 2 minus r square by 2r square. This is the formula for the potential at any inside point. So this way. So I shall explain the thing again carefully. Right? We are now deriving the formula for the electric potential due to a charged non-conducting sphere at any inside point. Inside point. So what are the basics I am taking? First, electric field due to the sphere at inside point. Electric field at inside is 1 by 4 q small r by r. And potential difference is work done per unit charge. dV is equal to W by Q, W is F dot dr, or dV is equal to minus E dot dr. Well, electric field here and the displacement vector both are in same direction, cos 0 1 E dr. So dV is minus E dr. Integrating. So integrating is, I get integral dV is equal to minus integral E dr. Well, let me explain the limits. First, I am taking the potential difference between surface point and the point inside. On the surface, the potential is Vs, point inside is V. So, on the surface, the distance is capital R. Surface point is a distance capital R, and the point here is small. So, this dV, integrating dV, I get dV, the limits Vs to V is minus integral E. E I can write as electric field, E this formula, so it's E dr. So upper limit minus lower limit minus electric field 1 by 4 epsilon naught q small r by r cube dr limit small. Right? So V minus Vs, upper limit minus lower limit is minus 1 by 4 epsilon cube by r cube into r dr. Well, minus Vs as it is, take 1 by 4 epsilon cube by r cube common out, r dr, r power 1. So integration r square by 2, upper limit minus lower limit like this. So potential on the surface point 1 by 4 epsilon q by r, taking that side. Taking that side. So 1 by 4 epsilon q by r plus, simplifying this minus multiplying minus inside I get this. So applying simple algebra, the final formula we get it as the potential at any inside point. So for a charged non-conducting sphere, solid sphere, the electric potential at any inside point is V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 4 epsilon q by r common out, outside the bracket, and inside the bracket it is 3 by 2 minus r square by r square. Well, suppose it is asked you to find out what is the electric potential at the center of the sphere. Center, please don't get confused that at the center it is 0, it's not 0 please. Right? At the center of the sphere, the point is at the center. Now r is 0. So in this formula put small r 0. So it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by r into 3 by 2 minus r 0. So 0 by 2 r square, this is 0. So potential at the center, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by r into 3 by 2. 3 by 2 times this, it's 3 by 2 times the potential at the surface. So that way you find the electric potential at the center of the sphere. So this way, the electric potential to be a charged non-conducting sphere at any inside point, the formula is 1 by 4 epsilon q by r, 3 by 2 minus r square by 2 r square. At the center, it is like this. Now the same formula can be used if it is on the surface point. Well, on the surface, we know small r is equal to capital R, we substitute small r is equal to capital R. So on the surface point, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r bracket, this is 3 by 2 minus, now we are taking the point on the surface. On the surface in sense distance of the point is capital R. So substitute small r as capital R square by 2 r square. 2 capital R square. So it's 1 by 2. So 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2, potential on the surface is, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r into 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is 2 by 2, that is 1. So this is the potential. So that way we find out the electric potential due to a solid non-conducting charged sphere at different points. Surface point, inside point, centermost point, like this. Now let us put all the formulas together and show it graphically. By graphical variation, let us represent the potential at all the points. For a charged non-conducting sphere, let us put all the formulas in one diagram, one picture, showing the variation graphically and taking the formula in all the terms regarding in all the forms. So this is our charged non-conducting charged sphere. Center O, the radius is capital R. Charged uniformly throughout the volume. It is charged throughout the volume like this. Well, its charge is capital Q and volume charge density is rho. So remember, rho is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Then let's in one picture let us show our potential due to all this at different points. Now considering the potential at infinity is 0. It is a reference that the potential at infinity is 0. Then potential at any outside point P. So the electric potential at any outside point P R greater than capital R. Potential at any outside point, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. You know the formula is capital Q by small. Right? We have even taken this formula in terms of volume charge density also. Right? So charge I shall replace it as 4 by 3 rho, 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho. So it's rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube by 4 pi epsilon naught small r. Well, 4 pi cancel. On simplification, I get rho r cube by 3 epsilon naught small r. So this is the potential at the outside point. At the outside point, the potential is given like this. Now in this one, V1 by V2 is equal to Q1 by Q2 into R2 by R1. Please observe the variation also here. And here V1 by V2 is equal to rho 1 by rho 2 into R1 cube by R2 cube into R2 by R2. Right? So this way, the potential at the outside point for any non-conducting charge is P. Well, potential on the surface point. What is the potential on the surface? Well, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by R, or it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q. I am replacing it as rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube by r. Well, 4 pi again cancel. I get 3 here. One r is also cancelled, so I get it as rho r square. Potential on the surface point, it is rho r square by 3 epsilon naught like this. This is the formula on the surface point. Again taking the ratio here, V1 by V2 is Q1 by Q2 into R2 by R1. But here V1 by V2 from this formula is rho 1 by rho 2 into R1 square by R2 square. Very important comparison. Same potential, here the ratio is R2 by R1, but same potential R1 square by R2 square. The conditions are different. You know, in the entrance examinations, you will be getting questions based on this point one. Now you are in a confusion whether V1 by V2 is it R2 by R1 or R1 square by R2 square. Show the condition. When charge is equal, same charge cancel, then it is R2 by R1. If surface charge density is constant, then it is R1 square by R2 square. You know, such points are very important. Now these are the points where the entrance examinations appear, where there is confusion. So you should know the condition. For when charge is same, it is inversely proportional to R. When surface charge density is same, directly proportional to R square. Very important. Right? Next. Now on the surface the potential is like this. Suppose if the potential at the inside point, he is asking to find the potential at the inside point. V inside at the inside point. It's the potential at any inside point is 1 by 4 epsilon Q by capital R bracket 3 by 2 minus R square by 2 capital R. Potential at any inside point, on the inside point, let me put it clearly here. So at any inside point, V inside, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by R bracket 3 by 2 minus R square by 2 capital R. This is the formula. Well, potential at the center. Now, potential at the center, V center, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R into 3 by 2. This is the potential. It's 3 by 2 times. Potential at the center is 3 by 2 times potential on the surface. This way it is. So this way you can find out the potential at different points. Then again, in terms of rho, if I want to write down, so potential at the center is Vs rho r square by 3 epsilon naught into 3 by 2. 3 by 2 into rho r square by 3 epsilon naught. Well, 3 cancel, it is 2 epsilon naught. It is 2 epsilon naught like this. Right? Now next let us show the graphical variation of the potential with distance. The variation of the potential with distance. Potential on the y-axis, distance on the x-axis. Now this is the surface point. Here the surface point R is equal to capital. Now you see potential, the electric potential on at the center, potential at the center is 3 by 2 times. So this is the highest. At the center potential is the highest. We see 4 by 3 pi r 4 by epsilon q by r 3 by 2 times like this. Now on the surface the potential is less, it slowly decreases. Well, this equation from center to surface, the variation is a parabola. It's in the formula, it's in the form of V is equal to some constant k into a minus ax minus bx square. Well, this term is a constant, right? So therefore it's a parabola. So a decreasing parabola, a parabola reducing, moving down like this. So here the potential is at the surface, Vs. This is this. Now outside the point, the potential at the outside point potential is inversely proportional to R. So this is a rectangular hyperbola. This, right? At the center the potential is highest. At the center the potential is, this is 3 by 2 times V surface. On the surface the potential is so and so, and outside it is inverse square law. It is inverse. It's a rectangular hyperbola. So this is the variation of the electric potential at different points. The graphical representation. Well, again I can represent the potential at the inside point in terms of surface charge density. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r bracket 3 by 2 minus r square by 2 r cube. Sorry, 2 r square. Is it? Let me multiply r square here and divide by r square. Is it? So taking this r square common out, if r square is also taken out, then it is r cube. Is it? Multiply 3 divided by 3. Q by 4 by 3 pi r cube is rho. So this is rho. So potential at any inside point I can write as rho by 3 epsilon naught bracket 3 by 2 r square minus r square by 2. Even 2 also out. So 6 epsilon naught bracket 3 r square minus r square. Potential at any inside point I can write this. Well, at the center small r is 0. Then I will get, if this is 0, potential at the center this is 0. Then 3 r square by 6, 3 1s, 3 2s. I get rho r square by 2 epsilon naught. So this way you can find out the potential at different points. Potential at the different points of a charged non-conducting solid sphere. This is outside point, Q by R ratio. This is surface point, charge in terms of charge and in terms of surface charge density. And this is inside point, surface point, graphical variation. This way it is. So potential, out of all the things, the potential is maximum at the center. At the center the potential is maximum. Next, on the surface, here the potential is 3 by 2 times the potential here. If the potential on the surface is V0, here the potential is 3 by 2 V0. The potential difference between these two is V0 by 2. Now, in one of the entrance examination, the question was asked like this. Now, the potential difference between for a non-conducting charged sphere, the potential difference between surface point and infinity is V1. The potential difference between the center and the surface is V2. Then what is V1 by V2? So therefore, the ratio is, now what is V1? V1 is potential between surface and infinity. V surface minus V infinity. V2 is center and surface. V center minus V surface it is. Well, so potential at infinity is 0. So V1 by V2 I will get it as potential on the surface by center minus on the surface. Potential at the center is 3 by 2 Vs. So it is 3 by 2 Vs minus Vs. So it is Vs by 3 by 2 minus this. It is Vs by 2. The ratio is 2:1. Work done in moving the charge from infinity to surface is twice the work done in moving from here to there. If the work done to move the charge from infinity to surface is W, from surface to center it is W by 2. Very beautiful question. Work done to move from infinity to surface is twice the work done to move the unit positive charge from surface to center. Right. Very important question. You can expect such questions in the entrance examination. So this is the potential due to non-conducting charged sphere about at different points, outside point, surface point and inside point, right? Thank you very much.